everybody. This is the first time ever that I've made an IGTV video to say something out. It's also the first time ever for all of us to face a dark time together with this COVID-19 happening worldwide. It's a global crisis. All of us are affected. With that being said, many nations have gone into lockdowns and some into restriction of movement, and which actually affects everybody. It affects every layer of people in a nation, right up from students to employees to employers to business owners to government officials. Literally everyone's affected. And 1 week past the MCO, which started in Malaysia, Movement Control Order, a thought just hit me, and I thought this: what if, Manmeet, you were a medical student, a final year medical student, awaiting to do your final exams coming up in a few months? What if you were in this crisis as a student? And that shook me. By the way, I've done it, my medical degree. I'm awaiting to get my posting to serve as a doctor soon. So when that thought hit me, I shook and I felt, God, no way. And I remember as a medical student final year, because the stress was real, the responsibility was real, I prayed like that. I said, God, protect me from all major incidences. I was hit with this thought. I felt, God, many of my friends or many of the students all around the world, in Malaysia, everywhere, they are in this crisis at this point of time, and they know that they have big things coming up ahead. How much would they be feeling in their minds? And as a student, it does affect. It makes you uncertain to know that what if my exams are delayed? What if my whole year is extended? What if this? What if that? As an employee, fair share of uncertainties, like what if my boss decides to cut my wages? What if my boss decides to retrench some of us from work? What if I lose my work? It is happening to people already. If somebody is a business owner, what if I'm unable to sustain myself because businesses are greatly affected also? What if a person is earning daily wages to provide meal on the table for that day? What if so much of uncertainty and so many questions? And I stumbled upon a scripture from Judges chapter 14. That's a story about Samson. Now, Samson was known to be a man of great physical strength and capability. So what happened was that Samson was born from a mother who was barren all the while. She literally could not give birth. An angel appeared to the mother of Samson and said that you are going to give birth unto Samson because he is called for this time to be a deliverer of the people. The people at that point of time were facing so much of opposition. So Samson was already purposed and destined for that time. He was born and he grew up as an ordinary person, and he did not realize what God brought him into the world with, until one incident where he was just walking past a road, and guess what? A young lion appeared right in front of him. And we're talking about a young lion. We're talking about the king of the jungle. It's not a dog that he could just chase off. It's a lion. So what happens next is that the scripture says that he was surprised, and next moment he gets to know that with nothing in his hand, he was able to tear that lion apart. Right now, we globally are taken by surprise with this big pandemic hitting us hard. We never expected this. Literally like that lion coming right in front of Samson, not knowing what to do. But Samson was awakened right at that point of time to realize that he was made a man with extraordinary physical capability to be a deliverer for the people at that point of time. So with this whole issue of COVID-19 happening globally, we may be directly or indirectly affected by it. I hope that none of us are directly affected by it, but to different severities, all of us are affected indirectly. We are. What was between him being approached by that lion and also him tearing that lion apart was this. The scripture mentions that the Spirit of God came mightily upon him, and he was then able to produce that result of tearing that lion apart. So I pray that all of us here would experience the Spirit of God coming mightily upon us, that at this point of time, being indirectly or directly affected by COVID-19, we would tear that lion apart. If you're a student, then I pray that you would rise up to a whole new different capability of acing whatever that's coming your way, that faith would be built at such a time. And if you're an employee, may God's grace be extended upon you, His favor, that you would see a time where you are favored among the others. And if you're a business owner, that God would restore to you more that you have lost in this season, that what is to come would be greater than what you have already seen. Likewise to everyone who's indirectly hit, whatever it may be, that situation that's in your mind that's playing, I pray that all of us would see the hand of God coming mightily upon us, that we would rise up to be so creative, that we would see ideas coming in, that we would see the favor of God coming in, that we would see we are a whole new different person right after this. Really, I believe that the hand of God is going to mightily stretch upon us. I choose to believe that God is going to show His greatness right in this season. I wish to respond like Samson, and I hope all of us who will respond like Samson. He did not run away from the lion, but something in him made him wake up and just say, tear it apart with your hands. He had nothing in his hand. And that reminded him, my goodness, I am called to be a deliverer, and I have been given what I need to do my part. So today you're not in an awkward situation. To wherever we are called, each one of us, we have been placed there. And the hand of God can sustain us if we choose to believe that yes, He is the sustainer. I believe that nothing else can keep us secure in this season except God. And I hope that this helped you in any way.